is going to be the structure, right? So again, you're going to have a triangle. Like, I've been telling people this for, 20 years. That's what I was dealing with, and I got to be real careful. I'm tired right now. It's been 9.5 hours, and I think I'm kind of slipping and saying things I probably shouldn't, but I don't think anyone's going to watch this. And if the whole purpose of this is not for the interwebs or the inner zones, this is me talking to you, and this is me trying to reach my son. Okay? My chief concern about that is that he does not take that damn COVID vaccine. It will sterilize him. He will never have children. It won't happen. Okay? So that, again, you're a Viking woman. It's your turn to do it. Okay? You got it, Heidi? So, I just really, really, really want to convey that, like, I'm not mad at you. I mean, 20 years ago in the middle of it, I don't get mad. I can get mad. Of course I can get mad. I'm not allowed to get mad. And so it's kind of like, training a dog. You train a dog not to tug on the leash. And so I've trained myself not to tug on the leash. I don't participate in stress. And having this conversation right now has got my ulcer going up the entire time. It's like liquefying my stomach. And I don't have anything in my stomach other than basically that gastric acid at this point that's like foaming up and bubbling. Because it's... You stole my son from me. Okay, let me come back to when I say that, forcing his hand into killing his great-great-grandmother, my great-grandmother. How I say you killed my grandfather. Okay? When you conspired with my mother to send me to the Chateau d'If, okay? We're going to make some kind of Monte Cristo reference kind of thing. Okay? When you sent me to the Chateau d'If, when you and my mother conspired, and then you went back and conspired with your mother and say, here's the game plan, here's what we're thinking of doing. She's going to run interference for a second. We're going to skid out the back door, okay? And then she's going to have him wrapped up with a kind of a snare kind of thing, okay? So that was what it was. In this situation, I had built a car. I had restored. I mean, it was a rattle can paint job, but, I had to go and get a car real quick. I came across a little old 67 that was sitting across the street for $500. The guy wanted $300 for it. I gave him $5 just to be fair. I mean, to me, I felt better about giving him $5. It's just, that little black bug that was sitting across the street back when we were up in Ontario. Again, we're going to talk in codes. Okay, like, when we were back up in Ontario, like, there was a little black Volkswagen sat across the street. Okay, and it sat there for fucking years, dude. It was just sitting there on the street for whatever in a day, and I always had my eye on it. It's a 73. It looked like a 73. I think I even went out and looked at it once, and sure enough it was. It was an early 73, so, okay, fine. And when all that shit did, and like I said, when I left, I came home from work, because you called me on the job, you said something about the baby food shit again, okay? Oh, let me come back to that subject. Again, like the baby food reference. Again, we're doing Wikipedia shit, so we're reading like Wikipedia, and all of a sudden we're going to click to another page and read up what this word means. Okay? When, like, I said that you were a heroin addict, I thought that's what speed was. So, like I said, I don't apologize about shit. I don't play snowflake bullshit games unless if I was incorrect and I made an error, okay, well then I made an error. And so, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that was the tweakster metamine, the meth. Okay, like, I don't do these. I don't know anyone who does. They're not in my world, and I don't know the vocabulary. I don't know the slang hip inside what all them kids is singing on that. I don't know. I don't speak snowflake. I don't speak tweaker, tweakster. I don't. It's one or the other. Hipster, tweaker. One goes the one way, the other one goes the other way. So it's either a hipper, which doesn't make sense to me, a hipster, which means the other one's a tweaker, as far as I understand. Okay? But because I've got broken teeth from a motorcycle wreck and I've got more fucking metal than a fucking skyscraper in my body, okay, well, people think I'm a tweaker. Well, I'm sitting here making a 9 hours and 34-minute, fucking 35-minute tape. I drink coffee constantly. My nutrition is for shit. I get to eat like, a $1 box of rice-a-roni a day. I've got enough, like, those packs of burritos. There's 8 in a pack, okay? I've got one a day. I can eat one burrito a day to be able to last through the month. You vaporized my career. I was never able to work again. I drove a cab for 10 years. But did you guys think that through? I mean, like, when you guys do this snowflake shit, you're a communist, you're a Marxist. I mean, you promote the hippie movement. You're a communist and a Marxist by your own admission. Okay? It's like Antifa calling someone else a fascist. Calling a patriot a fascist. As Antifa, get all the backing of corporate America and, all of, government. That's the definition of fascism. And so, again, that's how Marxism works. I talk about Saul Alinsky, okay, Karl Marx, okay, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, Albert Pike, okay. These are like basic read-ins. You know what I mean? These are basic indoctrinative. These are like green eggs and hams, from Dr. Seuss. But again, please turn that damn TV off and pick up a book. You don't do it. Okay. Well, again, I'm making this tape and I'm having this conversation this way because this is how I used to talk to you. This is what it was like and how I used to talk and respond to you. That everyone wants to sit there and say, "Oh, this guy is a demon. Ooh, he's evil." Like, how much more does that story get amped up? Because, like I said, when the guy asked me about are you guys out of baby food or how's your baby food supply? Nobody, unless they heard my voicemail, is going to know about that. He heard my voicemail. Somebody heard my voicemail. Somebody spoke to him about my voicemail. Or he read it himself and speaking to me. But somehow it's about my voicemail. Because you called my job and we're trying to get drugs for an ounce for $250 when they normally went for $500 an ounce. I mean, we're talking like pre-prohibition. I mean, we're talking prohibition black market prices. Okay, so it was $500 an ounce. At black market retail, and so you got one for $250, and so all you're thinking about all day is hooking up a sack and calling me home from work when I'm leading a fucking project on a fucking satellite, okay? Like, dude, okay? I'm in the middle of trying to go to fucking Pluto, and you want me to come home and send everyone off task right now when we're like elbows fucking deep into a supercomputer, a Kraken, the Cray CX5. Okay, it's the Kraken. There are things I cannot tell you. Okay. I tell you that we were at the foundation of a group called the Kraken. Okay? We call each other's Krakens. Okay? The Cray 5. It's Kraken. It's the Cray X5, the CX5. CX5, Kraken. Turn the 5 sideways, that's an N. It's kind of leet language, if you know what leet language is. We were Kraken. Okay? Man, you Kraken. It had so many double entendres it wasn't even funny. But, like, nobody on earth had heard about that. And so, if I tell people I, was a Kraken, and they look at me like I'm absolutely fucking insane. Like, again, the Count of Monte Cristo, the Chateau d'If. Okay? I'm speaking the truth. But you guys were fucking stupid. You didn't listen. Okay? You didn't hear anything about it. I mean, you really got to be an elite group of people to be a Kraken, all right? And that was that was like my first promotion. I was called in and hired to do it. First it was, okay, come in and, do some kind of desktop stuff and, get everyone up on, make sure everyone's in unison and everything's synced. And well, that's cool. So I went and, give me a, good week. I went in and got everything in. By the end of the month, I had everything just fucking boom, 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 just pulsing. Everything was just fucking like, it's like fucking glass, dude. But anyway, did a good job. Got noticed. Okay? You dive under a lot of desks when you're doing shit like that. And then you dive into desks, everyone in the group kind of knows, hey, there's, you got a couple thousand people working here, and everyone's kind of, who's the new guy? He's fun to talk to. That guy knows a lot about shit, man. This guy, you hear back about this guy knows a little about everything. Okay? And say, hey, how would you like to go upstairs? Go upstairs? Really? Yeah. Thank you. When? Right now. Do you need an extra set of hands? Okay. I'll follow you. The advancements of my achievements were coming so fast, like an avalanche. In the shortest amount of time, I had reached the uppermost echelon of the absolute... Look, I only had level 4 CTS clearance, okay? CTS 4 clearance. That's all I had. Okay? Going up to, 12, 11, 12. I mean, that's another 8 to go. Okay? Fuck, what else is there out there? There's 11... There's 8 more above me? Fucking hell, what else is there? I'm in, dude. I'm fascinated. I mean, but that wasn't good enough for you? Somehow, somewhere, your mommy and your little sister filled you with a belief structure that you, as a complete, unproven anything, you proved nothing that you could disobey, defy, and defile. You got me hooked on smoking cannabis, okay? Because after spending 3-4 years with you, smoking on it all the time, that's a lot of resin, a lot of tar that soaks into your flesh, into your lungs. And it's 3 times the amount of tar that you find in a fucking filtered cigarette. You know what I mean? So, thank you for that, I guess. But, you're not a very positive influence. Okay? You tried to teach me how to lie. And, no, just stick to your story, deny, and then deflect. Okay? Just say, dude, you're tripping. Dude, you're crazy. I tried that once. When I had to talk to someone else, some other girl's father, and at that point, you had just destroyed my name. You conspired with my mother to send me to the Chateau d'If. Okay? Well, again, that is just the woman who gave birth to me. That's not my mother. Okay? There's no mothering that ever happened. There was no nurturing that ever happened. You know what I mean? So that doesn't bode. And, I really kind of didn't appreciate being yelled and screamed at all the fucking time. You were real nice at first, but that was all an act. Again, the first night, the first week, or maybe it was 2 weeks, but I sat with you, I walked you home for the night, again, after dealing with Kepos, and you spending another few $100s of my money out of the night, I really was just you know what, I think this chick is just like a little high school drug addict. I mean, it's cute and nostalgic. She's a blast to hang out with, lots of fun, great taste in music, but like she's full in on the philosophy. And like, it's okay, well, that's Hollywood.